Cluster dextran, also known as highly branched cyclic dextran, is a new source of energy for athletes of all abilities and sports who wish to perform at the highest level. Conventional maltodextrin is derived from starch using an enzyme which randomly breaks starch. On the other hand, cluster dextran is produced using glucose original enzyme. Therefore, it is a cluster structure unit degraded from starch. Cluster dextran has a narrow molecular weight distribution as well as a high molecular weight. Let's take a closer look at the solubility, the gastric emptying time, and the enhanced stamina of cluster dextran. When comparing the solubility to other macromolecule carbohydrate, we discover that cluster dextran is more soluble. Insoluble carbohydrate cannot be efficiently digested as an energy source. Fast gastric emptying time is also a benefit of cluster dextran. Compared to glucose, cluster dextran moves faster from the stomach to the small intestine. Osmotic pressure is a key factor in transferring carbohydrates from the stomach to the small intestine. Lower molecule carbohydrates such as glucose dissolve well in water. However, the osmotic pressure of the solution is high. In designing a sports drink based on this type of energy source by adding other vitamins and minerals, the drink's osmotic pressure exceeds the optimal range. However, as the osmotic pressure of cluster dextran solution is close to nil, it facilitates development of a new hypotonic sports drink with other nutrients considered ideal to be taken with carbohydrates. Stamina, another strong benefit of cluster dextran. There are two ways to provide energy to the muscle, either by intaking glucose or by burning body fat. A combination of both provide the best result, which results in more stamina. Once carbohydrates enter the small intestine, it breaks down and transfers to the bloodstream as glucose. While at rest, a large amount of glucoside-degrading enzyme secreted on the small intestine wall accelerates this process. During exercise, it is known that the quantity of glucoside-degrading enzyme declines. However, sports drink-based low-molecule carbohydrates easily transfer to the bloodstream, causing blood sugar levels to shoot up, which leads to a significant amount of insulin secretion. Insulin secretion ends up preventing the body fat to burn. On the other hand, cluster dextran is gradually degraded and absorbed to the bloodstream. As a result, there is no sudden rise of blood sugar, no insulin overload, and free fatty acids are created normally, becoming a constant energy source for muscles. To demonstrate the ability of cluster dextran to deliver endurance energy, we asked 7 swimmers to swim as long as they could, and we randomly gave them either cluster dextran, a glucose-based drink, or water. As a result, cluster dextran group was able to swim longer than the others. German volume training. Muscles are composed of muscular fiber and sarcoplasm. Protein works on muscular fiber and carbohydrate for sarcoplasm. Carbohydrate with a low osmotic pressure will be a good energy source for sarcoplasm and building muscles. Cluster dextran can act as an energy supply before an exercise, during training, and as a post-exercise recovery source. Cluster dextran is a good energy source for runner, swimmer, bodybuilder, martial artist, cyclist, triathlete, and other athletes. To summarize, cluster dextran is high solubility and stability, fast gastric emptying time, enhanced stamina. Cluster dextran promises to be a good solution for athletes.